Hello and welcome to the Scroll of Uplift. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, showing up, staying hopeful, and yet nothing seems to be moving? It's that quiet, frustrating space where your goals feel distant and you start wondering if you're just spinning your wheels. If you've been questioning your direction or wondering if you're being overlooked, I want you to take a deep breath. The truth is, you aren't stuck. You are a work in progress. Today, we're talking about the invisible work you're doing right now, the way you're adjusting your mindset and building the inner strength you'll need for what's coming next. Let's look at why the opportunities you've been working for are actually closer than you feel. There are moments in life when nothing seems to be moving, when the dreams feel distant and the path feels uncertain. But sometimes, the greatest things in life are unfolding long before we can see them. A reminder to trust the process, to believe that what is meant for you is already finding its way to you. Abundance, opportunity, love, peace, purpose. Things far greater than anything we could imagine. Sometimes, the most powerful thing we can do is simply believe. That message is simple, but it carries a lot of weight. It speaks to the exact place so many people find themselves in. A place where you are doing your best, showing up, trying to grow, trying to stay hopeful, yet the results are not showing up as quickly as you hoped. It is a place where doubt can creep in. It is a place where you might start questioning your decisions, your timing, your direction, or even your worth. And when life feels slow or unclear, it is easy to assume that nothing is happening at all. But that is not the truth. The truth is that progress does not always look loud or dramatic. Sometimes it looks like small internal shifts. Sometimes it looks like learning patience. Sometimes it looks like letting go of old habits or old fears. Sometimes it looks like resting so you can move forward with more strength. Sometimes it looks like preparing yourself emotionally, mentally, or spiritually for the next stage of your life. You might not see the changes happening, but that does not mean they are not happening. You might not feel the momentum building, but that does not mean momentum is not forming. You might not have the evidence yet, but that does not mean the outcome is not on its way. This is where trust becomes important. Trust is not passive. Trust is not giving up. Trust is not pretending everything is perfect. Trust is choosing to believe that your life is still moving in a meaningful direction, even when the signs are not obvious. Trust is choosing to stay open to possibility. Trust is choosing to keep going even when the pace feels slow. Trust is choosing to believe that you are not being ignored or overlooked. Trust is choosing to believe that you are being guided towards something that fits who you are becoming. There are moments when doubt shows up, even when you are trying your best to move forward. There are moments when you feel stuck or unsure, and you start wondering if things are ever going to come together. But clarity often arrives after you keep going, not before. Progress becomes visible once you stay committed to your path. Confidence grows each time you choose to trust yourself. Life has a way of opening new doors when you continue to show up with intention, patience, and belief. You are capable of experiencing breakthroughs, opportunities, and moments of alignment that feel right for who you are now. And you can trust that more of those moments are possible for you. Right now, you might be in a season where you want clarity. You want answers. You want direction. You want confirmation that you are on the right path. And it is completely normal to want those things. It is human to want reassurance. But sometimes clarity comes after you take the next step, not before. Sometimes direction becomes obvious only after you move. Sometimes the reassurance you want shows up once you commit to believing in yourself again. You do not need to have everything figured out today. You do not need to know the entire plan. You do not need to see the full picture. You only need to stay connected to the truth that your life is not standing still. You are growing. You are learning. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming more aware of what you want and what you do not want. You are becoming more aligned with the kind of life you want to build. And even if it feels slow, you are still moving. Let's talk about the idea that what is meant for you is already finding its way to you. This is not about waiting for life to magically fix itself. It is about understanding that your effort, your intention, your growth, and your willingness to keep going are creating openings for new things to enter your life. You are not waiting for something random. You are preparing for something aligned, such as abundance, opportunity, love, peace, and purpose. Abundance is not just about money. It is about having enough energy, enough confidence, enough support, enough clarity, and enough inner strength to live your life fully. Opportunity is not just about career. It is about the right people, the right timing, the right environment, and the right mindset. Love is not just about relationships. It is about connection, safety, honesty, and feeling valued. Peace is not just about quiet. It is about feeling grounded, steady, and emotionally balanced. Purpose is not just about achievement. It is about meaning, direction, and feeling like your life matters. When you begin to see these things as the foundation you are building right now, you realize that you aren't just waiting for your life to change. You are actively creating the person who is ready to live it. All of these things are possible for you. None of them are out of reach. None of them require perfection. None of them require you to have everything figured out. They only require you to stay open, stay present, and stay willing to believe that your life can expand in ways you have not experienced yet. Belief is powerful, not because it magically solves everything, but because it changes how you show up. When you believe in yourself, you take different actions. You speak differently. You make different choices. You treat yourself with more respect. You set better boundaries. You pursue things that matter to you. You stop settling for less than you deserve. You stop shrinking yourself. You stop doubting every step you take. You stop assuming the worst. You start expecting better. You start preparing for better. You start attracting better. Belief is not about pretending everything is easy. It is about trusting that you can handle what comes your way. It is about trusting that you are capable of growth. It is about trusting that you are worthy of good things. It is about trusting that your life is not defined by the slow moments. It is about trusting that you are allowed to want more. It is about trusting that you are allowed to change. It is about trusting that you are allowed to evolve. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are not stuck. You are in a moment of becoming. You are in a moment of transition. You are in a moment of preparation. You are in a moment where your patience, your resilience, and your belief are being strengthened. And you are allowed to take your time. You do not need to rush your growth. You do not need to force your progress. You do not need to pressure yourself into clarity. You do not need to compare your journey to anyone else. You do not need to judge yourself for not being further ahead. You only need to stay committed to your own path. Your life is not defined by how fast things happen. It is defined by how true you stay to yourself. It is defined by how willing you are to keep going. It is defined by how open you are to receiving what you deserve. It is defined by how deeply you believe that your future can be better than your past. So take a breath. Let yourself settle. Let yourself soften. Let yourself trust that you are not alone in this. Let yourself trust that your life is unfolding in ways that will make sense later. Let yourself trust that you are moving towards something meaningful. Let yourself trust that the things you want are not out of reach. Let yourself trust that you are capable of creating a life that feels fulfilling and aligned. You are allowed to believe in yourself again. You are allowed to trust the process. You are allowed to expect good things. You are allowed to grow at your own pace. You are allowed to receive what is meant for you. And you are allowed to keep going with confidence, even if the path is not fully clear yet. Thank you for sharing this moment of time with me today. If this scroll resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more content. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What is one area of your life, whether it's peace, purpose, or a new opportunity, where you are choosing to believe that things are moving, even if you can't see the evidence yet? Your life is moving. Your story is unfolding. Your next chapter is forming. And you are ready for it.